online.
We do have people online.
Let's start pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Mr. Secretary.
Dan Osborne, present. Andrew Strati, present. Barry McManaway,
Present.
and John Christ is present. Also note that Steve Gorski, our building commissioner, is here too.
Everybody's had a chance to get September 18th minutes. No discussion, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve September 18th, 2025 minutes.
Second. First and second. All approved, saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. All right. And I'll just say right now, if anybody has anything to say, it will be recorded, so. Petition number is 2025-B10 and filed by Riley Carr, is that right? That's 19-421, State Road 10, Indiana. To the hearing to request a variance of use to allow the second residential dwelling on the parcel. So whoever's presenting this,
If I can comment?
Yep.
So, in short, the Cars are requesting to build a second residential dwelling on their parcel. It's at the corner of State Road 1017. It's zoned S1 suburban. They have approximately, I think, right at 3 acres of property there. And they are requesting the second residential structure. I'll just note right away, my recommendation would be if you're favorable for this, would be the house needs to be a minimum of a second structure being a minimum of 210 feet from the east property line. In the event the property were to be split, that would allow for the house that's there now to meet the zoning requirements for S1, a minimum 1 acre. And it would also allow the second structure and primary structure to meet setback requirements from that distance, 210 feet from the east property line. Ms. Carr's here if she wants to comment for you.
yeah, if you want to comment where it's planning on putting the house.
Sure, I believe, Joan, you have okay, very self-explanatory, small dwelling.
I didn't print one out. What did I give you?
We discussed on.
Oh, yeah, so it'll be to the house, to the east of the house.
Yeah.
Or left in the picture.
East of the house?
Or I'm sorry, west. I'm
Well,
sorry, west.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to get that 210 feet on each side, but no. There to the west, a small dwelling, extension for family. We've got 2 young boys, and anything that we can be intentional with keeping family close is our goal here. So seclusion, privacy, we've spoken with our neighbors. So again, intentional to provide just a small second dwelling.
And you'll be running the new sewer for that as well.
Be septic, yes, sir.
I don't remember, Mr. Commissioner, if we have approved for this as far as putting an accessory dwelling unit on the property.
No,
I know it's S1, you're saying it's S1.
it's S1. No, there's no. That's why it's here today. Because it's not, it's a variance.
Just a variance to put one there, but still will be all setbacks.
In the event there is a future split of the property, That would be where that 210 feet from the east property line comes in.
And you have access now to the home that's off of State Road 10, correct?
Correct.
And are you putting another one off of?
The
10?
easement that's there,
Oh, you have, been-
it's, the house to the south that had access through Robert 10. And it would share the same entryway.
Have you considered splitting that property? And, you know, having that dwelling that you're talking about on its own separate lot?
Intentionally, no, I mean, our view is we don't want to have separation. We're gonna create taxes on both. It's, I mean, it's 3 acres, it's ours. Our hope is to continue to provide it on the same parcel, if you will. I guess ultimately, if that's the route that we have to go, then we go that way, but we
Right.
figured as much as we have it, let's see if that's a potential.
How would that, tax-wise, how would that affect that even? It's still a structure, and how would that be assessed?
So that'd be up to the assessor. I'd certainly add another structure to it, but it'd be on the same parcel. You'd have to ask county assessor, but I'm sure if it was split, there'd be additional taxes. Because you have a whole second parcel with a second dwelling on it then versus one parcel with 2 dwellings.
and that's not in the town limits, correct?
Correct.
I would hope that, because we don't usually have S1 within town limits, so I was.
We have some.
Do we have, oh, I guess. I wish I did. Actually,
There already is an accessory structure on the property.
there's an accessory structure that's missing, accessory dwelling. That we're talking about.
Was your garage attached?
The garage to the home is attached, and then we have a full barn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
That would
to the
probably
east.
be it.
That's what we're saying.
Correct. That'd be the accessory.
Yeah, I didn't think it was attached to it there.
Well, you've done a beautiful job renovating that property.
Thank
It
you.
really looks nice.
Appreciate it.
Would there be any stipulation that it couldn't be rented out to other than your family? I mean, as far as.
I don't know if you did that, how you'd enforce it.
I know, that's the reason I'm saying.
I guess that would hold true about any house.
Hmm.
That would probably hold true for about any house.
Really not finding the hardship in this. You know, I mean, we want to build another house and get a variance for it for other variances for a reason other than to have more homestead with that.
I agree with that, Mr. President.
The driveway that goes to the house that's south. Is that deeded to the property?
to ours, correct. It's an easement access to the post.
Okay.
It's deeded to their property.
That easement is
Is part of
deeded to your property.
That goes all the way down. It didn't come all the way up across the property itself, though. It
It
just
stops at their
stops
property.
right there at the property line,
Yes, sir.
and they use it.
Correct.
And where would you put this house on the property?
So if you come up with 10, utilize that driveway. You're looking at probably, it's gonna be wedged probably 30 feet from there, that back property line to the north. And then again, it's just a small structure that still has coverage from the north and the south, the tree line. And more proximity to the driveway from the other structure. So just wedged within that tree line still.
Well, if you ever did split it, you're gonna have to have it far enough away. You would be required to set the line, divide it.
Correct, if that would,
According
if
to-
ever that it did,
Yeah.
that it would meet the requirements for the acreage.
You currently don't have any plans?
No, that's not the intent. The intent is utilize the parcel within our name. Use that.
No, you have a building plan for what you want to put there?
We're in the works for, talking with family accessibilities, necessities. Again, a small structure, but as far as the plans and not putting the cart in front of the horse, so. We'll see how we look from here.
But that would be restricted to the minimum amount of square footage per house, right? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not very much in S1.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you exactly. I think it's 950
But I mean,
feet approximately.
you would have that.
951.
information. Right. I mean, it's not right now, or that's on that part. How are you looking at where you put it at? You really considered, you might have to take 2/3 of it for one side, 1/3 for the other side. If
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess what I'm struggling with is I look at the zoning rules. S1 calls for a single family residence, but it also allows for accessory structures, which property now has accessory structure because of the pole barn. And when you look at development standards, accessory structures lists a lot of different things, but it doesn't include a residence. Accessory buildings, garages, boathouse, carports, etc. But it doesn't say anything about a residence. And so I guess I'm struggling with 2 residents being on one property. So that's what I'm mulling over in my mind.
Is there a particular hardship?
Particular hardship as into why we need a second residence.
Yes,
It'd be a hardship that's not, they call it self-imposed. In other words, it's for your gain, but you can't do anything other than that,
I mean, I just think it's
you know, like a lot of times it's topical, whatever, you might have that, or you might have sewer line in the way, whatever, you might have to move a building from one to the other, but any variance would require a hardship because of the property itself.
Okay, I guess I'm not, this is the first step kind of in that journey, so it's not my craft to understand what you guys are gifted to understand. I just know that our intent is in hopes to provide a second dwelling for our extended family. And if we need to delve in deeper as to what those particulars are, I mean, certainly that's, but I guess maybe I'm not following.
Yeah, I mean, don't really have to explain it without getting on a personal level. I don't want to be on that, you know, it's just as far as allowing another residence on the same property when it's not allowed according to the ordinance. And you want to request a variance to do this. I mean, this is pretty well the first time that we've ever had applied for a variance to add another residence on the property when it doesn't allow it. I mean, there's a purpose for the ordinance.
Sure.
And trying to find a reasonable reason why we would hold to that ordinance. So
Well, I don't think
we're
there's
actually
any-
looking for a hardship actually to require you to be able to do that.
Well, I don't think that it's not my intent to sway from if there's an ordinance and this is the legality of it. I'm certainly
Right.
not trying to have it pinch or turn that way.
Right.
This was just the first step in that journey and that
Right.
juncture to say it's our intent to utilize what we already have and it is available. And if it can be done this way, it's not a how we got it.
Right.
It's just the hopes that this is how we can proceed. And if
Right.
that's not, if that's not in compliance or the availability is, it's not there, then we understand and we'll adjust it.
And I'm not trying to, I would like to see this go through within our position as far as
Sure.
doing this when the ordinance starts requiring us to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
I
I
understand.
just,
The lot that you have right now, you said how many acres is
It's
it?
3 acres.
It's 3 acres.
for myself, I'm not 100% opposed to it, for sure. But I still would like to look at condition if they allow the second residence to be for only a family only. If you want to rent it, then you would have to come back, split it, and you're still on the two properties, but then you could rent it out and because I don't want to consider, I don't want to see other people come through and wanting the same thing
Sure.
because it's that much more to police than it is. If you understand what I'm saying.
I'm understanding.
You remember having more comments on it?
Excuse me, what I heard was there would be, if it was voted favorably, it'd be 2 conditions of 210 feet from these property line. No rental.
And no, you know. I mean, you live here now.
She is the, yeah, she lives here. She's the police chief for the school.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I understand that. I appreciate that too.
It's irrelevant.
But
No, it's not.
I can't lean more for that, in favor for that reason.
So if I may, if you were to do the findings of facts and just have those answers out loud and you get a chance to withdraw then, if you're all not favorable.
So if it doesn't get approved by us, that doesn't practice her to pursue going to the plan commission.
Correct.
to Divide the property.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't, there's no time limitation or something that would set her back.
No, she could
We're
apply
not gonna
to
vote
the,
now. We go to the finding fact, she doesn't want to do that, then there's no vote, there's no plans at that moment.
she could, even if you're to vote, she can move forward with,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
she can move
still
forward with the
forward and
plan
say,
commission
okay,
then.
I
Yeah.
can't do it on I can't do as one parcel, but I can go to the plan commission, be able to subdivide it, which
And then
I don't see that as I don't see that as a problem, but I don't know that, that's one person. But
But if it were divided, then there would be no need
there'd be
to
no,
come
there'd be
before
no,
the BZA.
right,
Correct.
just get a building permit and build, and that's it,
Within the setback.
within
Right.
that fact,
Right.
which obviously she would be able to do that, obviously,
But there-
without a.
Plenty of room.
There wouldn't be no hardship there, I don't think, as far as me coming there.
Right. Right,
If you'd like that, we'll go ahead with finding the facts. And before we vote, you'd have the opportunity to either withdraw or even postpone the meeting to a certain other time, which would be your choice at that point.
And I guess just for clarity on my behalf, so the findings, the gentlemen have that to say, and then as you alluded, that the potential then, the next phase of this is kind of a dead end street that financially and time then is the next step of getting it surveyed and
Right.
broken down. I just want to make sure that that will be, okay.
Well, just so you know too, I mean, if any member on this board does not agree with any of these finding the facts, they would have to vote no. And we've not got a full board here. We've got, but 3 people have to say yes,
Sure.
agree on all items. If one person doesn't, it would still pass if the vote carried it.
Understood.
Just so you, little information. There for you.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody in mind that wants to?
Yeah, anybody online that has any comments or
I don't see any hands raised.
and I have to address the public since we've got somebody else here. All right. We don't need a motion to find the facts. So. And I'll go over this as petition number 2025-B10. It's been filed by Riley Clark, 19421 State Road 10. The subject of the hearing request a variance to use to allow a second residential dwelling on the parcel. First one is general welfare. The approval will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. Agree or disagree?
Can you do that verbally? Can you do that verbally?
Pardon?
Agree or disagree verbally? Can you do?
Oh, we can too. Mr. Osborne?
agree,
Agree.
Chair agrees. That's supposed to be last.
agree,
So I'll agree on that. All right, number 2, development standards. The requirements and development standards for requested use as prescribed by this ordinance will be met. Mr. Osborne?
disagree,
Mr. Stray?
Disagree.
Mr. Free?
disagree,
And the chair disagrees.
Mr. President, if I may, with that being said, we can go ahead and withdraw.
We have withdrawn.
If you'd like to reach out to me next week,
Yes, sir.
Monday through Wednesday, I can help you out with the next step if that's what you want to pursue. It's withdrawn, you don't have to finish those.
Okay.
Jeff, to sign anything that
No, because it's withdrawn.
Okay.
There would need to be a why you look on. But I appreciate it. I'm sure it was better on this myself.
I think it'd be fine in your further pursuit of just
Yeah.
splitting it.
Sounds good. Okay, gentlemen's time.
Thank
Have a
you.
lovely.
you.
Thank you. Okay, old business or new business? We have any?
Yeah, I want to know, when we get to come to Steve Borski's, exit party. When is that being
Or
scheduled?
we could start across the street after this meeting.
That's my business minutes, I think.
One question I do have is, where are we at the redoing the ordinances? I thought the plan commission was,
So this coming meeting, it's on the plan commission's gonna have a busy meeting. Next week on Tuesday. And it's on the agenda to vote on the changes that have been proposed. So it had to be, discussion was pretty much over on it, so legal notice was published. So it'll be a hearing to approve, favorably recommend to the town council or unfavorably recommend, or don't recommend.
So I'm assuming our town attorney has looked.
I was gonna-
He has.
That was my next question. Mr. Tankersley looked everything over and approved.
Yes, he has.
We have the changes that we have made.
Yes.
so town council then will give it the yeah or nay.
So if the plan commission favorably recommends to the town council can approve it, and then they'll have a legal notice where they would do it. They can review it and send it back to the plan commission and request changes. Or they can take no action. I'm sure they would either vote for it or recommend changes, because
Yeah.
I think everyone recognizes those are needed. But that'll be when it gets to them. If they send it back to the plan commission, then the plan commission can determine if they want to make the recommended changes or not, and decide if they want to send it back to the town council or not.
So and I guess I'm just looking for clarification, any changes that are made, that's just the guidelines that we work under that. If we don't have input as to whether or not those rules.
Yes,
Okay.
Do you want to tell the BZA?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yes,
Yeah.
the BZA.
Yeah, but the BZA will have to have those guidelines. as far as
Yes.
those are- so, yeah.
And that's scheduled to be on the plan commission agenda for Tuesday, October 21st.
yes.
21st. Okay.
Any other old business, new business?
Thank you all. I've enjoyed working with you all.
Well,
Thank
Some of
you,
y'all,
Steve.
I'm sure I'll see a lot of you around, but
We
but
definitely
this-
appreciate everything you've done.
it's really been my pleasure. So,
yeah, I'll second that.
You've been a great help to me in my positions. A lot of times too. So I mean, I appreciate it.
So is there any inclination of when they'll find somebody to replace you?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it'd be more of a question for the town manager.
Is the town manager gonna be the interim or is he gonna appoint?
Well, the new ordinance will have him be the interim as soon as that goes
Yeah, we
through.
did that. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's gonna be in the new ordinance.
What's that?
That's in the new ordinance.
Oh, Forrest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good, yeah. The interim is gonna be.
He would act in the absence of, he would act if the building commissioner position is vacant. He would have the authority to act and take care of that.
Right.
I suspect if they don't have anybody right away, they'll spread some of the duties out. Now, certainly,
I mean, that's the way,
I'll certainly be available if they need a hand with something.
that's the way it was done. in the
Right,
past.
yeah, Jenny handled
Yeah,
it,
as town manager.
right, yes, correct.
All right, I don't think anybody got any old business, new business. I keep bringing it up, but the only thing I've got that I keep questioning on, you said it's being worked on, but I know out there with the little boats, new boats coming in, out there next to boats, right on 10,
No,
what's his name, Bert,
Oh, Fern,
still Leslie.
yeah, sure. I mean, he's not supposed to be running a business there. It's supposed to be for storage only. And I'm not getting any answers other than it's being worked on. And I don't know if that's sufficient for myself.
So I don't know if this is the right. Can you,
Do I?
the right, meeting for that right now, but the short answer is we're in touch with him. The answers I get from him are that any boats there are titled in his name. And he owns those boats.
So he buys a new boat, buys
And
another parts of it, builds another one.
sell.
So the state also has, if he were to sell too many boats in his name or even a business name, the state will catch that and they'll tell him to stop, and the state will start fining him. Not parts, I'm just saying for vehicles, boats, cars, you're only allowed to sell so many a year as a private citizen.
Do you know what that number is?
I don't. It's not very many.
It's not very many. I know a business that has been doing that for probably 8 to 10 years and it's not been caught yet. But,
Really?
yeah, I did know that.
all right, moving on. Next meeting, 6:30 PM, Thursday, November 20th, 2025. And anybody else have anything? Move to adjourn.
We need a motion.
Do we need a motion to adjourn?
Yeah,
I motion to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.